Alrighty, well, you might be wondering, hang on a minute, why I'm in the middle, seem to be in the middle of a raid of sorts? You are partially right. Oh, God. Oh, boy. God's sake. Oh. So, if you remember, I had a bit of a grief about blacksmiths. Well. Oh, in hindsight, I can have a very good laugh because, well, frankly, there's something I tend to forget, and this is, if you think from a historical perspective, like, I do know a decent amount about history in terms of how things, you would assume how things are supposed to look like in games. The problem is that, for me, is that when I think about the historical representation of how a structure or item or figure, I think of how history has depicted it, and maybe even how a program or a movie that has to when movies have to be as realistic as possible, TV programs have to use resource and knowledge from history, and try and be as accurate as possible. The problem is that those accurate representations are fairly very much the buildings or structures with, to quote a phrase, with all the trimmings. They have everything you might expect. Now, the only issue is that there's a couple of different types, especially thinking about blacksmiths and all these other places where, you don't necessarily look for the one that has, you look around here, and I was thinking, and I'm looking for the whole, the whole extra massive, the super heated fires. I don't know the technical names, so I'm sorry about that, but the stone, metal, the anvil, the blocks that they beat and bend the metal and all that kind of stuff. Like, the problem is that I'm looking for very specific things that make up what a blacksmith could look like if it were in a big barracks or a big city where it has all the mod cons. It doesn't. My mind doesn't flick through the history and saying, "Hang on a minute, stop." In the moment, I'm getting annoyed because it's like, well, what the hell's wrong? It doesn't. My mind doesn't click and say, oh, because I do know this, I just don't think about it. It's like, hang on a minute, this ain't a barracks, ain't a big city. It's not anything like a military stuff. I mean, okay, it's got military there, but it won't be as outfitted as you think. So look for something that's a bit more simplistic. I mean, it has all the basics, what you would expect, but it won't have everything you like, all these little extras and whatever else there, which you would expect. And that's what I wasn't looking for. And to be fair, I still looked around for ages and I still didn't find it. I had to look online, look for a picture. Oh my god, I still didn't find them. It's almost shameful how long it took me to find the place. And I had a picture of it, it's not, the place ain't exactly that big. When I found it, I'm like, are you serious? Because the blatancy of it is like, it smacked me in the face. Oh, for those of you wondering what the hell's going on with this little marker, there's been a hidden chest thing which has been really pissing me off here, and I finally worked out it's either story related or it's a game bug. And to be fair, there are plenty of bugs in this game. So, not that I've fortunately experienced many of them. I'm very fortunate so far, hopefully. I feel fortunate to have found very few of the bugs that Pillar mentioned. But it's irritating to say the least. So, this is for the anvil. Where am I? I called a raid because I was trying to test the theory, and that theory just went to shit. So, where am I going? I'm kidding. I'm trying to like, wait, which oh god, I'm so sorry. Just give me a moment. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, here it is. Oh god. Right. When I say a more basic version, I mean it has the fire, it has the needed stone part, but it's not the whole. Like I expect, like when you talk about all the mod cons, I mean something that's like 3 times that size, shaped a specific way, all that sort of stuff. It didn't occur to me. What about a more dumbed down version, more basic version? Oh, you have what you need, but nothing else. Has a table, has the smelter. I honestly don't know the technical name for it. I'm sure if you're welcome to let me know, but if you get what I'm saying, so it never occurred to me to look, because when I looked at this, I did not think of that as what that actually is. I looked at it and thought it was something else entirely. So I did, and I didn't even think about that being what that is. I just passed. I thought they were fish or something else. It didn't my brain just went. I don't even know. So here it is. Oh my god. Patrick. Okay, let's go and assassinate the anvil, shall we? After God knows how long. No found St. Albans smithy. Next time you see him, tell Patrick that someone came looking for the anvil yesterday. I showed them our heavy anvil and they laughed. No, they said. The large, balding fellow, the anvil. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's all it is on the... Okay. I suppose it's sort of a nickname for Patrick. Very confusing in his smithy. I told them he keeps a forge in Oxford. Oxenford, however you want it. Well, Oxford, yeah. And good luck to him. Excuse me. It can be found at his forge in the town of Oxford. Ah, so that's where we probably see it with all the trimmings. He even looks like a good old blacksmith, doesn't he? Cool, awesome. On the western border of Oxfordshire. Good God, man! Couldn't get my. I know the way. So that's the old-fashioned way. I'm using the way I know it to be. So Oxfordshire, like that's Oxford. So that's just the old way of spelling it. Really, I think. I've still never worked out the true way to say this. Palatinus Patrick the Anvil. At a young age, Patrick served his worth to the order by fashioning well-tempered blades at his family smithy. When Patrick grew to adulthood, he was born to the order as a master blacksmith. No kidding, he looks the part. A proud man descended from the lords of Wissay? He said, I know I'm butchering that. I honestly have. It's one of those spellings I have no idea. I've tried. I am apologies. Unless that's supposed to be wick. Is that supposed to be the old term for wick? Like Wiccan, so Wickham maybe? Lords of Wick? Could be. I honestly don't know. Just guessing there. Patrick fashions weapons for the order for the specifications of each member and is much esteemed by them. However, Patrick has grown resentful of following the order's demands and has become obsessed with the notion of escaping with his wife and children across the sea. He has had this dream for years. However, and somehow never brings himself to actually leave. Well, I don't know, probably pride in his work and the fact that he's probably been threatened by the order if he ever tries to leave, so I mean, can you really blame him in that regard? So okay, let's go there. I'll let the rain do it this one. So after we've done this, actually going to do some visions, because I'd like to have a bit of clarity on what the hell's going on for Sigurd. So that'd be kind of interesting, I think. If we do anything else. And this time I'll actually try and assassinate the way old AC style for a change. Not that we haven't been overly that much, but it'd be kind of nice. I should phrase that better. And I mean either from the rooftops or, you know, nicely just walk up behind or around the corner and take them down. That's the way I'm talking about it. Well, no surprise there. Oh, you know what? Actually, that gives me a perfect opportunity. Provided this game will actually do as I ask it to, I might just have an opportunity. Yes! Old AC style, baby!
I was building a boat To carry my family to safety one day.
And what of the orphans you left behind? Do they get a boat?
A brigade of bastards. They are the only ones left ruling England. My people were of the Wiccan kingdom.
Oh, Wiccan, okay.
Now we are ruled by Christ-beaten bastards.
Oh, is that supposed to be Wiccan? It's in Wickham. It's like Wickam, like Wickham. Is that what the... Because the only similarity are... Because Wiccan, if... I honestly don't know if that's true, but... It would make sense if Wiccan is the old-fashioned way of saying Wickham. I'm just guessing there, but that could be very true, so... Okay. The billhook. What in the hell? Okay. Investigate... Elfgaston, far northwest of the town. Oh, need to be Lincolnshire. Never mind that. Never mind that. Cruiser, never mind. Layla, spent time at the bright bit. Took like a big grown, has brown mustache, goatee. Okay. Alright, cool. Did I ever get up to this one? Right. Which is... Well, I suppose... Oh, that... So you only can go one specific way. Alright then. Cool. Sprint dash 1. Now, apparently there's a money farming tactic, which I must admit I have used because I've gone and... I'll actually show you what I've bought. Oh god, if I can actually remember. There was... No, it wasn't that one. It was the Viper Bow, Death Speaker, and the Needle. I also got the... Is it in here? I got this on the Royal Guard Shield. It's okay. Not great speed. Decent perk. And I thought I'd get the Doppelhanger. So, great sword. So, yeah, it looks pretty cool. But not exactly what I'm... not exactly a necessity at the moment. I mean, it's higher speed, so heavy hit or put enemy poison, which is, you know, gotta find stuff that works for you. But I'm just gonna go with the loadout we have at the moment. So 120, which is pretty cool. Oh, can I even? Here we are. So a 24,000. So actually, I'll show you because it's probably be easier. So apparently, there's a current way to farm these runes. So. These you actually apparently get. Now I actually didn't know, so I discovered this one. They are, if you go to find beggars, you give like 5 coins to. I believe they'll give you the same one. That's the only because I've been doing this in London because there's more. There's a set of 3 of them there, and I've made like 8,000, which is kind of cool. So I've just kept a bunch because, like, to equip to the website. Actually, I should do that. So get them there and you can sell them. I think their current value is 58 for each, which is pretty good actually, and it adds up. It really adds up. So I thought it'd be nice to have the, you know, the extra. I mean, it's not that why am I on this one? Oh, I meant to do. Oh god, my brain's like just like, no, you can't be there. Yes, you can be. No, right, fine. Okay, so that's but that's nowhere. Wait, oh god, I'm in the wrong. You know what? It's not a shield I'm using, so I won't worry about it. Oh my god. Right. No, I think I've got a couple of raids. I think I've got a few raids available. So after I've done the visions, I'm actually do some raids just to, you know, just actually, because now we've got the whole that whole thing. But before we, oh, so we can actually speak with him now. Okay, cool. So yes, I did buy some more crafting materials. The leather stone. I also bought a few ingots, the carbon ones, because they're like 150. But I've got the coins, so I thought just do it.
Eivor, again, your people impress me with your skill. The invaders barely stood a chance.
Yeah, well, here you go. Here's some more for you.
Here. This marks fewer members of the Order.
It gives me joy to take these from you. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. Keep this up and the land will be free of these monsters.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Fire strike. Okay. Is this for fire arrows, is it? Okay. Range fire size tip. Okay, okay. Which explosive I'm not so fussed about. Piercing, shot through enough force, shooting any obstacle. I've never bothered to try that. What's this one again? So oh, that's the sleep one, isn't it? I always forget about that one, to be fair. Actually, what the hell is this one? Devastate. Oh my god. I literally, because I never bother with those, I only bother with certain, I never bother half time with certain abilities, so it's like I have them because they're cool, but use them. Fires fire the right hand melee weapon at enemies to match the fire, so just finish oh, applies fire. I mean, that would actually be kind of cool because one of the weapons does do fire automatic or critical hits, but Valkyries is actually quite a good one. You know what? I might actually unassign this one and do this. Because it sets out Layla lights, and there was a sword I used in Odyssey at one point which set it to light, which was kind of pretty cool, so go with that one. Let's go back to that menu. No, so back out, ignore you. Right. I don't suppose. Note that's still, well, it's dangerous, the other one, so never mind. Yeah, bring the plans to, I was about to say plans to Valka. Plants! What? Seriously, where's my brain going? It might be that's actually 1 o'clock in the morning for me, but I just felt like just recording, so maybe that's why my brain's only half working. That might explain a few things. Oh dear. So, let's actually not use the cloak. Come on, Eivor. We're actually in our settlement here, for goodness sake.
I have the plants you need.
Good, good. Once added to the elixir, it will be ready to drink. In taking this, you will have access to the All-Father's wisdom. You will walk the path of Odin and live as he lived so long ago. Prepare yourself for a journey into another time, another plane.
Oh, there's no preparation, it's just boom, you're in there. Oh no, okay.
The elixir is ready. It will taste like misery itself, but it will open your mind to the sights and sounds of the 9 worlds.
Yep. The requirement, the spit of the seer. Hang on, missed one final ingredient. It needs the golden. It needs the special touch. Sorry, just find it hilarious. Oh, suggested power level. You know what? This is what I like. When games actually tell you what the power level is. There's a lack of this telling you what. There's a bunch of missions here that don't tell you anything at the power level. I love it when things warn you about this. So yes. Now, I hope we can chew, because there's did I just say chew? Choose. Oh, what? sake. Oh, it just shows you how confuddled my mind is at the moment, possibly. God's sake. Oh, dearie me. Oh God. Oh God. So, if this is how I'm going to travel to Asgard, that's kind of interesting. Can we just be a few other visions to clear stuff up? Because... Can we not? Did we just travel? Wait. Please tell me we can freely travel to and from? Otherwise I'm gonna have a very, very serious problem with this game. I'm not even kidding right now. I want to say we're in Asgard? Either that, I don't think we're in Jotunheim. Which is the land of the
The
giants.
prophecies of the Nornir are as clear as daylight. The Aesir are doomed. All Asgard is doomed.
Ah, Asgard, okay.
Repeat the last passage.
Have you?
Brothers will fight one another and kill one another.
The home of the gods turns red with gore.
It will be an age of storms, an age of wolves.
Uddara?
Not this. Further along. The foretelling of a wolf. A great beast.
The wolf Fenrir howls terribly before the gates to hell.
I'm not
The
surprised.
beast will break its bonds and run.
And my part. What about me?
Then comes the second great sorrow.
Oh,
When
great.
the Havi goes to fight the wolf.
And falls to Fenrir.
I
And
doubt
falls
that.
to Fenrir. It's there, you see? You have foretold my death. Your Havi will die.
We speak what we see.
We know your fate, your destiny.
Have you gleaned enough, O wise one?
Oh, can we please ask all these questions? Life. Fake mildred. Oh, which of these? You know what? Let's do this one. It's a little old-fashioned, but life is what you make of it. Yes.
Why struggle and fight? If we are but threads stretched between anchored points. Without hope, life is a prison, not a gift.
Life is the music that comes from playing those threads.
Redandi?
That is what lifts our spirits and fills our hearts.
I am no string to be plucked or tied. I am the High One, the Lord of Ecstasy, the enemy of the wolf. I am eternal.
I'm not 100% sure who they are. I have heard a couple of names before,
Riddled
but...
words only cloud my thoughts. The storm is brewing. Not in the clouds, but down below. Does our final battle draw near? Is this how Ragnarok begins?
Okay. Hang on a minute. So, what? Okay, fantastic. Hang on a second. So, I have heard of Havi. I don't remember how that person. I'm assuming it's a she, obviously, that relates. But why the hell are we Havi? I mean, I'm sorry. I just find that just a tad weird. I mean, I get possible context, but I mean, to drink the potion to return, finds a place to. Oh, what? What? Reach the. I'm so confused. Okay. Okay, so okay. Right. Awesome looking place. Just just possibly a couple of questions. I know you're thinking, just a couple? That's Yggdrasil or Yggdrasil, as we pronounce it, depending on how you pronounce things. Okay. Please tell me we can return. That we can come and go as we want. I swear to God, if we cannot freely up to come and go as we please, do we have to finish the Asgard thing first? Cause why? Please tell me I can go back to Asgard. Back to Asgard. Yeah, back to England. Are you? Okay, maybe it's mission locked. Okay, I swear, if we cannot return to England, if we are locked, I mean, not that's terrible, but I mean, I would. And I know what you might be saying, like, well, hang on a minute, but you know, Asgard is separate. Yeah, I understand that, but if it's in the middle of a game, right? Part of the mission in the middle of the game, like, excuse me, the Fate of Atlantis was a DLC from Odyssey. That was a totally separate thing. It involved Layla, all that sort of stuff. Now, that's separate. But if you're gonna talk, like, have different worlds in the middle of a game, you should have just as much freedom to go to and from them as you wish. This is the land of the gods for seriously. With Divine Logic being here in the past, what's to stop us going back? Like, I don't. I'm just like, can I? Holy shit, that's a long way down. Wait. What? Hang on. Wait. Wait. Are they trying to blend us into the afterlife?
You must devise a strategy to deal with these invaders, Thor. You cannot smash your way out of certain death.
Tyr?
You crushed the skull of Thrymr, king of the Jotnar.
What?
You slew Geirrod the Gargantuan with a flaming ball of...
Yeah. And it was all well done. But the past is settled. It is our future we must decide.
You don't decide the future, you strangle it. I'm Mjolnir. I will hunt down these invaders to the ends of Asgard if I must.
And leave our halls undefended.
Freya!
Your hammer will soon be overrun.
More danger, more glory.
Oh my god. Oh, I recently finished playing God of War, and oh my god, that's gotta be, wait. Okay. Okay, the beard is what makes me, I legitimately didn't think that was Thor. I looked at the hammer and I'm like, okay, fair enough, and it's like the beard's the only thing making me think that's actually Thor. I mean, to be fair, it's more known for the beard that goes with it. Tyr, I mean, okay, the more respectable, perhaps political type, sure. Freya? Oh, okay. I mean, you are a special person with, what's it called again? Not their word for magic. I've just had a brain fade. Uses magic? So I actually guess that does fit her outfit, to be honest, like the whole magic style, but okay, wow, this is pretty damn cool. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry. This is just. I'm gonna take some images for posterity. This is just like what? I mean, if there's stuff I love, it's like going accurate with sort of the story mythology stuff. Like honestly, you know, seeing Thor, Tyr, Fenrir, Martin. I'm gonna butcher pronunciations, but that's kind of a mythology I do love. You know, like have Egyptian as well, a little bit of Greek and all that stuff I know more about. You know, I just find that really interesting. So that's just super cool to hear. To just hear the talk like that. That's really really cool. So, but are we? But, huh? Oh, I mean, my first thought is like afterlife style, but I mean, and in case you're wondering why I'm so puzzled, I expect to be a bit more Isu-like. If I'm being brutally honest, I was expecting it to be more Isu-like, because like they said the whole thing, like I understand this is the whole thing like the Norse gods and all that, like I totally understand that, but at the same time, I mean, if you're gonna use that, I would totally understand the Isu connection with the Norse gods, like that. I mean, for the whole, I mean, look, to be quite perfectly honest, they're twisting the whole fabric of reality with the AC lore anyway to the whole real life thing. So to pull the gods and say that, you know, the Aesir, Jotnar, all this, that like they're all versions or a faction of the Isu for whatever reason, right? I mean, the Isu are gods, right? They're gods. It makes sense if you're gonna connect those dots. Like I understand that. And if they're gonna make that in that interpretation, I can actually accept that. I can, and as cool as it is, like I'm thinking, fine, but like, where's the Isu connection in this? Because I mean, if they're just gonna shove an Isu vault in here without actually depicting like a proper Isu presence, that is bullshit. I'm calling it now, because it's like just saying, we'll just chuck it in there because we need to have something here that's Isu. We're in Asgard, it's a Norse mythology, it's this Norse world, but we're gonna have Isu text, so we'll throw a whatever in here. What the hell? Like, if you're gonna have an Isu vault, have Isu presence, or at least, you know, ancient connection structure. I don't know, like text something that actually connects everything, not just chuck something in there because you've got to have a presence. I really hope they don't do that, because it's just like, I'm sorry, but no. Anyway, we're gonna end it here. This is really cool, but my mind's sort of like thinking, I'm looking for the Isu, because the whole thing about they're all being connected in recent games. You've been for vaults and all this. This would be the perfect place. Apart from certain places in England are quite possibly going to be that as well. But I'm looking for the relations. I really am. And don't get me wrong. This is super, super cool. Don't misunderstand me. This is bloody awesome. But this is an Assassin's Creed game. I want to bring everyone right down to earth in that bring that concept. You know, Templars. We're a Viking, sure. Norse mythology, sure. This is an Assassin's Creed game. Isu, Templars, modern day, and assassins. That's the core. I'm just saying. I've got to bring the whole right back down to fantastic. But what's the connection? I'm hoping we find it anyway. Land it here, and I'll see you all next time. We're going to be exploring Asgard and talking to 3 gods. This is awesome. See you next time. Well, yeah, basically.